Hi honeys, and welcome back to Alchemy Games. I hope that everybody is doing well. I hope that everyone is enjoying their rising, their afternoon, their evening, wherever you might find yourself when this video finds you. So we are back for another general collective reading, my sweets. Please do keep in mind that these messages are in fact general, so please take only the parts that fit you best and leave the rest for someone else to have a taste of the test, my honeys. So let's jump into this energy, see what's what, see what our spiritual team would like us to know tonight for this wonderful blackout reading. Divine Masters, Keepers of Ancient Wisdom, I call on you now. Thank you for revealing to me what I need to know. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to be teachable. And so it is. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So I just saw loose ends. So there's some kind of loose end that's being taken care of. Okay, maybe something that happened in the past or somebody from your past. So let's see. What's going on with this loose end? What's going on with this loose end, please and thank you. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. They're working on something. It could be this Queen of Pentacles. Somebody that they collaborated with. So somebody is working on something. Someone's perfecting something. There's something that needs to be in place before they can like completely tie up this loose end. The Empress to the Star. Somebody working with an Empress to heal something with the King of Swords who's in the Nine of Swords. So there's a masculine energy here who's feeling heavy anxiety because of the feds. Or this could even be the spiritual community. Child. So there's a loose end here. Somebody's working with this Empress. This could be this mother figure to try to get something done for this King of Swords. This could be this officer, this dirty cop that has recently got fired or is about to get fired. Somebody's trying to fix something. Two of Wands. Planning with the King of Wands. So somebody is working on bringing some new plan to life, okay? King of Wands is manifesting a Queen of Wands to make an offer of marriage? Wait a minute. What's this plan? Plan to what? Child, this is the most confusing. What the hell? The Knight of Swords to the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody's coming out of lack. Somebody's coming out of like poverty. There's a truth here that's coming in fast, or somebody knows the truth about a plan of this person coming in from out of the cold to heal something. So this feels like a plan that has already been seen through. So what's the loose end? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse to the Ace of Pentacles. A bad investment. So working with this Empress energy, somebody feels like it's a bad investment, or they made a bad decision, accepting some kind of money to communicate something, to make some. So this is one of the people who said something or communicated something to make you want to go back to either your family or back to this lover. Somebody took some kind of money. This is like family members and friends that are being paid to say, no, you know, you should go back to so-and-so, knowing that so-and-so is a lunatic. Shit that was just completely off like that. I feel like some people just took the money to do it, maybe not knowing the full extent of what they were getting themselves into. But there's a lot of people feeling like taking this money from this mother figure was a bad investment. I feel like she was paying other family members, just go towards a collective and like, you know, try to get them to come back around, or, you know, try to get them to go back towards an ex or something like that. But somebody's feeling like bad investment. Eight of Cups, they should have walked away from this Empress. They feel like it was a bad investment. They should have walked away from trying to cause this conflict, from this chaos magic, because that's basically what this is. I mean, the Two of Wands to the Five of Wands is like somebody planning to argue, somebody planning conflict, somebody's planning a disagreement, chaos. King of Cups. This King of Cups is in Knight of Swords energy. He's rushing towards somebody with a truth that he recently found out. He's finding out that somebody is persevering through some kind of illusion and holding their energy back. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and refusing to accept an offer to reunite. So there's a King of Cups here who seems to finally be understanding the truth, or finally seeing the truth about all of these offers that this mother figure or this Empress energy has been making. This could be somebody who's pregnant, or this could just be she's the leader of whatever this campaign was to create this communication for you to either go back to an ex or go back to your family. Tell me about this King of Cups. This King of Cups is in the Six of Swords in a reverse. They're unable to like move past this. So there's a masculine energy here who's finally realizing the truth of what's happening here. That this was a bad investment, thinking that this mother energy will be able to get this done with all of her rituals and shit like this. This person feels like they've been patient enough. This person feels like whoever this person is not going to be able to get this job done. They've already paid 1 million people and nobody's happy. The Sun in the reverse, nobody is happy. This King of Cups is pissed off. This King of Cups is pissed off. This is some kind of father figure. This could be a baby dad energy. But the Sun in the reverse, this person is not happy at all. Five of Cups in the reverse, because you don't have regrets. Or someone's coming out of regrets. Somebody doesn't feel guilty about all this moon behavior. Even though they're having an ego death. So somebody could be like poker face right now. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, no abundance, no creativity, completely ungrounded, but with a poker face? Bitch, what? What is going on here? So this mother figure cannot give a fuck. Tell me about this Empress and this King of Cups. Strength, strong Ace of Wands. This person was promised a new beginning, a strong foundation, a strong chance at like creating something new, or an opening for some kind of sexual activity, child. But now they're feeling all the tension surrounding this bad investment. It's kind of like, feels like there's an elephant in the room. That's this loose end. This loose ends is like there's an elephant in the room. Like there's an elephant in the room. Six of Wands in the reverse, and it's this person who's going through this ego death. It could be this mother energy. She's going through this ego death, but she's got this poker face pretending like she's unbothered. This King of Cups has had the fuck enough. And then you have this Queen of Pentacles. This could be the daughter. This could be this mother-daughter energy. And then this King of Cups is just one of these motherfuckers who is expecting to get something off of your energy. But somebody's going through a major fucking ego death. With this Queen of Pentacles who's also under judgment for being a toxic-ass weirdo. Because this King of Cups sees something. Clearly, they're following their intuition, they're following their gut, they're realizing that ships ain't coming in, or they're realizing that you have some kind of foresight and that you're going to cut this person off, or you have already cut this person off. And that's why the team is way down, because there's a lingering offer here. It's a lingering offer here. They've already put all of this energy into it, like put all of this energy, and it's like, where is it going? Because it's not going to you, child. So you have this Empress, this Queen of Pentacles, and you have a King of Cups. King of Cups is pissed. King of Cups is losing patience. King of Cups is like, I should have never trusted you with this. This was a bad investment. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here in this energy, Chad. An L. So somebody's taking a loss. So somebody has taken a loss. It's this group. This is more spiritual community. I feel like this is a hierophant of the spiritual community. Angel number 311, trusting your efforts. Someone is very confused by your angelic help. Remember I was telling y'all earlier, there's somebody who's being divinely led as well. They're confused by all of this divine intervention, or like what divine intervention is. What trusting your efforts like really is. There seems to be like some kind of confusion. This has been the word today. 10th house. They're really confused at this new beginning that you have, about your career and about your reputation. I don't know what is so confusing about a motherfucker just living life, but these people are so confused as to how or why you have this reputation. I made a mistake. But I almost feel like there's a couple people who have strong 10th house right now, and there's a divine masculine in this energy as well who's big in this energy right now of 311, trusting his efforts as he moves forward through this investigation. He has a very good reputation, or his career is very strong. He has a good like whatever his status is, whatever he's good at what he does. Tell me about this 10th house. The bank, the antidote, and we're back to the L. Somebody is a tarot reader. That's like your career. You are a reader. Okay? So maybe this is somebody hating on a reader. Your reputation or your career as a reader. We have Judge here. I feel like the spiritual community is looking at you as like some kind of a spiritual judge, or some kind of spiritual, like, you have divine authority. And you do. 100% you do. This could be what they're confused about. But there's also a 3D judge here who is investigating this fake marriage. But you see right behind that is the Akashic Records. I feel like this King of Cups, he's part of the spiritual community. He knows about your divine contracts because spiritually he knows about your divine contracts, okay? All of those 5D contracts that they were trying to force create, this is somebody who was trying to tie themselves to you spiritually, like to marry you. This is why I feel like this King of Cups is so disturbed, because I feel like this King of Cups is the one who is trying to marry you spiritually, like to attach a cord to you spiritually, so that you would either never like truly be in love, i.e. jumping from person to person to person, or this is this love spell that was promised that you would come back because y'all are married in the 5D, because you didn't even know, nor did you agree, nor did you like accept any of this shit. But it's like this King of Cups is mad because you don't give a fuck about a fake marriage, bitch. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Because you don't give a fuck about a fake marriage. This King of Cups feels like you need to honor this fake contract because I fake married you in a 5D, bitch. So I own you type energy. Anyway, in real life, bitch, this judge is looking into this fake marriage, okay? Fight, aggressive. Somebody said that there was some kind of domestic abuse. This person could have said that you were violent, that you fought a lot, or that y'all fought a lot, that you were a very aggressive person. That's why y'all public display. Your cousin? What? So somebody lied and said that they saw a public fight between you and somebody else. Like you're like, you don't have good outside manners. Like, you're not somebody, I can't take you anywhere kind of energy. Like, there's a cousin here who lied and basically said that, yeah, you know, so-and-so, they're really aggressive, they're really angry, they got a bad attitude problem, they're always fussing in public. Like, they made it seem like you were some kind of tragic whatever. But now that this fake marriage is being spoken about publicly, everybody's looking stupid, including this cousin. So this cousin has learned some kind of a lesson. Tell me about this cousin. Fake death certificate in the tower. Child. Fake death certificate in a tower. We have so this fake marriage could be one of two things here, or there's two separate situations that's happening here. There is a fake marriage that I feel like you're involved in, Divine Collective, but there's also like a fake marriage between two people who actually were living as together, but it was a marriage of some kind of, it was a marriage of convenience. Somebody could have also like married their cousin. For the purpose of some kind of money or to get access to something. Or somebody could have married their cousin and then They too, like, this could be an ex and their cousin. So we have somebody of Caribbean descent, Jamaica, Trinidad, whatever, right? This cousin could live overseas or across waters, marry this motherfucker on paper in another country. This is where the other country is coming from. I feel like one person lives in the States and the other person lives somewhere else, right? This other person that lives somewhere else pretended to be you, got married in another country so that it wouldn't ring any alarms where you actually lived. And then they fake married you and fake deathed you. Got some kind of money, insurance money, tower, judgment. That's what these motherfuckers is under judgment for. We have heart chakra in the reverse. So this was definitely some kind of scorned decision. Like somebody, this is just somebody who was being greedy. Whoever this cousin is that had this fucking plan, it's just a nut. Like, this person never thought that they would have to take accountability for this. This cousin probably does this on a regular basis. Or this is not like their first time doing no shit like this. This person is very disconnected from their heart space, so they don't really care who they hurt. This is why it makes me feel like they've done this before. This is not just a one-off thing at all. Please give my reflection a break. Yeah, this is an imposter. This is somebody who is an intruder. They like to force people's free will. But this was orchestrated with one of your exes. This cousin is a cousin of one of your exes. There's the divine masculine. There's the divine masculine magician. So there's a divine masculine here who's manifesting something for these bitches. So this is the loose ends. This divine masculine is tying up this cousin and this ex. And this fake death certificate that was created overseas, this fake marriage that happened overseas. I'm trying to tell you, you was fake married in like multiple countries. I'm just saying, bitch. I feel like they have cashed a life insurance policy on you in every fucking country. I swear. I'm telling you, they was pressing print on that fucking birth certificate of yours like this shit was going out of style. I'm telling you, bruh. Tell me about this divine masculine. Manifesting what? Right now against this karmic twin. I'm telling you, this divine masculine is on these motherfuckers' ass right now. This karmic twin, I told you it was an ex of yours and his stupid ass fucking cousin. Confess. Karmic masculine, these two fucking idiots. Somebody's karmic twin and their nut ass cousin confessing like a motherfucker to this divine masculine. This is this detective dude. I'm telling you, somebody's family member is in interrogation or being held on bail, having to wait for the judge or talking to the judge or something, child. This divine masculine is tying up this loose end when it comes to this cousin and this karmic twin. I feel like they're a loose end because this was some kind of spinoff from what was really going on with all of this will and stealing. The real root of the problem is your family needed you gone. All of these spinoff things are like the smaller parts up to a much bigger story. So this is a loose end to this divine masculine. This is the side gig. This is your ex and their family doing extra shit to do shit to fucking put icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? To make a bad situation worse. But this karmic twin has already confessed to what they did with this karmic masculine. I'm cracking up. Patience. And that's what they're asking for, grace. Because this private investigator found out about some kind of fling with a karmic fucking reader. There you go. Some kind of fling with a nut ass karmic reader. Okay, so this doesn't have to literally be a reader, but it certainly could be because there's a lot of spiritual community that's going on here. So your karmic twin was being investigated, and they found through the private investigator that this karmic twin had some kind of fling with the karmic reader. This is this coworker that hates you, by the way. Even if this person does not pull cards, okay, just be very broad about it. Okay, you know what you do and whatever you do and how you do it. This is the person who's hating on your occupation, your job, your life, your abundance, your money, bitch, okay? And the private investigator found out that this karmic twin was going behind your back, having flings with this nut-ass karmic reader who want to be you, who wants to steal your 10th house. And this person could even be a reader. this cousin, a fake ass, phony ass, stank ass, stupid ass reader, okay? And she's the one who came up with this idea. Oh, we just gonna fake marry and then fake death certificate. I've done it 100 times before. But what they were not anticipating is that they were under active investigation and that there was already a PI following every fucking thing that they did. Tell me about this confession on this karmic male. So there's 3 people in this energy so far: a cousin, a karmic male, and a karmic twin. And then there's a divine feminine. Your name is being cleared, divine feminine. Your name is being cleared for something, i.e. all of this shit. I feel like these people did this and then said that you knew about it. I feel like this karmic twin brought in all of their family, and I guess the remedy was going to pretend like you were in on it, since they were using your name and it was associated to somebody that you knew. They almost made it, or this person was very confident that you were going to marry them. Like, I feel like this could have been some kind of narc central move where this person knew in their mind, oh, this bitch gonna marry me. I feel like there was a big, that is where most of it was with this karmic twin. This karmic twin swore you was gonna marry his ass, and that he could then say, we're married. Like, if the shit ever hit the fan, it would look like you were involved. I'm telling you. Abuse. But this karmic twin was fucking abusive. Mentally, physically, emotionally. A vampire. So you saved yourself from this fucking nut. And that's why this person wants to reconcile. Because they did all of this nasty shit. And then they were going to marry you. And then if they got caught up, or when they got caught up rather, then they were going to just basically say that you were in on it. And you would have been married to this motherfucker. So they would have... Even if that's the case, these people are so stupid. Even if you did marry this fucking idiot, the same work that these investigators are doing, i.e. following motherfuckers around, making sense of bank statements, making sense of conversation, tapping people's phone, you still wouldn't went down for this shit. You see how stupid this shit is? You still wouldn't have gone down for this shit unless you actively did participate. Unless they could literally have proof that you actively participated. You know what I'm saying? So this plan was stupid either fucking way. But you ended up saving yourself from this shit anyway. So all of this abusing your power and trying to abuse you because they don't like your light, they're all getting their ass whooped for doing all of this shit in your name for money and because bitches didn't like you. Like, what the fuck? Hold on. So anyway, it's a L. What else? Death Angel. So the Death Angel is here, putting a complete ending to whatever this is. There's some money here that you're expecting. So I feel like the Most High has severed whatever this cord is with this karmic twin that is holding on to you too tight. The cord is being severed. And not only that, people are just pretty much waiting to get locked up or waiting to get questioned by this divine master. Like, people are sitting back just waiting. Like, it's big 3 of Wands energy. People are just waiting. They know that something is coming, but they don't know like when it's coming. They are clear. Look at this shit. Wow. Look at this shit. I'm telling you, people are just waiting in this 3 of Wands energy. They know that they're on the chopping block. They know that something must go and it's got to be them, but they're just not sure like when it's gonna happen. Somebody's holding on too tight to a partnership. Somebody's doing a shit ton of drugs, trying to control a narrative. So I feel like it's this mother figure who's holding on too tight to some kind of partnership in business or law. Or somebody's looking for harmony in a business relationship, but somebody is doing heavy drugs. What? How you seeking balance but you doing heavy drugs? What the fuck? Ain't paying you no mind. Accountability or organized crime. I feel like there's nothing that they can do for this person. Somebody's gonna have to take accountability for whatever this is. I feel like this karmic twin, this cousin, they're on the hook for this fraud shit. Like, it just is what it is. They're on the hook for this fraud shit. This divine masculine is making sure that they take accountability. And I feel like this karmic twin feels like they've learned some kind of lesson with dealing with this dark ass coven doing this fucking magic, trying to force people's free will. Chad. So they've learned some kind of lesson. This is creating some kind of turning point. This karmic twin, just pretty much breaking down and telling this investigator everything that they need, everything that they needed to know about this organized crime. Fake birth certificate, fake death certificate. Tell me more. Bruh. The sister wants an advantage. They're trying to get freedom for what's going on here. You have a sister who's trying to get close enough to you, or someone has learned their lesson about dealing with their sister. This could be a brother and sister duo. Tell me about this sister. This sister was controlling the narrative in some kind of way. What goes around comes around. 4th house, home and family, disconnected. So someone's walking away from their family. Somebody has learned their lesson about dealing with this sister in your family. This could be a sister in your family. Find me where the wild things are. That could be why this person has disconnected. This person could even voluntarily came to the police with whatever this confession is, because they have learned some kind of lesson about dealing with all of these people, this sister in your family, these organized crime, these criminals and their family. Like, they're going through some kind of cleanse right now. You might win some, but you just lost one. Yeah, F8, F0'd. Damn. This sister is getting fucked up. You hear what I'm saying? So this is this partnership. This sister is holding on too tight to your karmic twin. They have some kind of business in law, or she feels like he owes her one. So I feel like at this point, this sister still feels like this ex of yours, this karmic twin, could say, they're like, there's something that can come out of this person's mouth that's going to clear something up in court for them. But I feel like this sister is doing drugs. I feel like this karmic twin is doing drugs. What are y'all doing? Like, what are you talking about? How is this a business relationship at all? How are either one of you in any position to do anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not understanding. But they're very codependent on each other. But she swears this sister feel like she could get the best case scenario. Just please meet up with me at the hospital, bitch. So either somebody feels they meet up at the hospital, like they feel like that's a neutral place. This could be some kind of meetup spot. Like there's a specific hospital that they go to, or a specific hospital. Let's go into the garage of this or whatever, like in a parking deck or some shit like that. Meet me at the hospital. But I feel like this person said no. Close restriction, because they're embarrassed that they even did anything with this person. So I feel like this person said no. Sure. Tell me about this hospital. Meet me at the hospital. Why the hospital? The universe orders my steps now. Informant or spy. Secret admirer. This karmic twin could have definitely served as some kind of informant or some kind of spy on this sister. They could have gotten some kind of not so great results from the hospital, or this person could have been in a hospital for like an OD or something like that. Like they could have had some issues with drugs. But this person has since released it. Like I feel like this person is trying to take conscious control over their life. They're secretly admiring how you do that. So I do feel like this person is feeding information to the feds now about this sister energy. But they're ghosting this person. Otherwise, they're doing like whatever it is in this informant energy as far as giving them the information on this Queen of Pentacles, this sister energy. But other than that, all this let's meet up and all of that shit, this person's not doing it. This person's not doing that. ABC, boys, innocent and unknowing, warrants and subpoenas. I'm telling you. The police are coming towards you with this warrant. I'm telling you. About these bitches. About these motherfuckers all up in your business. These imposters, these copycats, all these motherfuckers stalking the shit out of you, minding your damn business. These nosy motherfuckers, child. These nosy ass motherfuckers, child. The law is about to bring you this warrant, bro. You're about to receive this subpoena. Because they know that you're innocent of whatever is going on here. i.e. this fake marriage and this fake death certificate and all of this insurance fraud. They know that you're cleared of it, so it's like they gotta tell you about this shit. But like I said, this feels like a loose end compared to what's finna go down with your family, child. Tell me about this warrant. Innocent and unknowing, because they did too much. Look at this. The lawyer, blockage is removed. They've gotten clearance to remove all of these people out of your way. They're gone. These people are gone. They've done too much. Well, whatever. These people are gone. They've done too much. So a lawyer is coming towards you to tell you about this money. Could be this estate lawyer. It's like now that they figured out your nut ass ex, now that they've nabbed this person and they figured out all the stupid shit that they were doing, and this person has confessed and took responsibility and all of this shit, I feel like they feel like that was the last piece of whatever this is. Everything else is kind of figured out. All the moving pieces in your fourth house and who paid who and all of that stuff. But I feel like there was a lot of people to investigate. I feel like there was a lot of people to investigate. I'm telling you. We have save here, sole purpose, stolen pentacles. Look at this shit, bro. Somebody is definitely keeping you safe, or someone is seeing you in this fearless energy as you're on this purpose here. Stolen pentacles. Tell me about this lawyer. Confused as fuck about these motherfuckers plot to frame you. Confused as fuck about your big faith. Didn't I just tell you? Clearance and go ahead because the plot. They cannot believe that these people were doing this shit to you, bro. Trying to frame you. They cannot believe that they were trying to frame you. They cannot believe that they stood before the judge and said that you were an atrocity. That you would do something like this. Like you would steal from yourself, or that you would create like fucking all of this fake stuff and all of this fraud. Like they wanted to make you seem like you were that kind of person. Like you were a real life in the thick of it criminal. But this lawyer cannot believe how these people tried to frame you and try to get you caught up in this strategy to get pentacles. So this lawyer has clearance to come towards you. Angel number 456, I'm telling you, moving in the right direction. Energy vampire, Captain Petty Pants. They knew what was in your records. They knew that one day you would show up on the universe and beat this fucking cult down to the ground. I feel like they do it. You know, I feel like they were told probably at a very early age what was finna happen to them. But just like narcs, like they just, even if you give them years and years and years and years of warning, they still gonna think that they can do some other shit other than what was already written. You know what I'm saying? This is the kind of motherfuckers you're dealing with. Immediately when they saw what was in your Akashic records, the goal was to unalive your ass, bro. And that's why you have so much protection, because the Most High knew that they was going to do this shit to you. Oh, this motherfucker got what? You telling me what's going on here? Hell no, this motherfucker got to go. They're going to see through all our plans and shit. This is these niggas, bro. Crazy as hell, child. Belief. They don't like how you believe. They don't like your belief system. They don't like you, like, doing something different than what is like pushed down your throat. The big three. It's like live and let live, bitch. Like, why are you spending so much time making your own self miserable, worrying about what someone else is doing with their time and their energy? That seems miserable. Why do you care about how somebody else believes? Why do you care? Why are you so desperate to have people to conform to you? Like, why do you need this much validation of somebody to tell you that you're doing the right thing? Like, this is what this feels like to me. The husband, so somebody's husband don't like the way you believe, or somebody's husband don't like your belief system. What the fuck, bro? Who gives a flying fuck? So they felt like what I'm gonna do to teach you a lesson is steal your fucking identity? You're a joke. Somebody does not like the way you believe. Somebody doesn't like your spirituality. So they was gonna teach you a lesson by participating in stealing shit from you. That is the most beautifully religious thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, bitch. This motherfucker need a fucking day named after them. Like, are you out of your fucking mind? So you felt like you was finna be, so you identity theft. I'm a destiny swap with a bitch. So it's like, you hate the way this person get down. You don't like this person's belief system. You don't like how this person thinks. Bitch, finish your wine and goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Why are you sitting here trying to destiny swap with somebody and you hate their guts? You don't like the way they think. You don't like the way they move. You don't like the way they talk. You don't like any of this shit. But yet you want to destiny swap with somebody you hate? How are we shit his ass backwards around this motherfucker? Because this is this thin line between love and hate. These people love you for real. They love they love you so much and how you present in the world and how strong your first house is and how lit your 10th house is. They want to be you. That's what this is. And it's like, you should not want to be someone else. Energetically, if you see somebody that's high vibrational or something, I'm not about to do all of this shit, but I just feel like this is not them. It's gonna be a fuck no. Thank you. It's gonna be a fuck no. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I don't have to explain to these motherfuckers what jealousy is. That's what this is. They're jealous of how you take care of yourself. They're jealous of the fact that you are not a fucking bum. They're jealous of the fact that you don't have any problem getting in lotus energy and beginning again and building a solid foundation. They hate how much honesty and truth and loyalty and good soil and a good foundation, how much that shit means to you. They don't like that. They want you to build fucking houses out of straw like they do. Like, I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. We have the contract here. What's up with this contract? 5th house, pleasure. With a soulmate and marriage. This is this motherfucker that swears that they own you. This is this motherfucker's like, I had a contract. We got a contract. We supposed to be married. We married in the 5D. I should be having sex with this person. That's basically all this person gives a fuck about, basically. But I'm trying to tell you, this your original handler, the first handler that was sent towards you, this motherfucker really feels like they own you. Hella evidence on this idiot hacking the shit out of your shit, being on the down low but want to be a star seed. Them and they fucking same-sex side piece. Who the fuck, bro? This idiotic man that you was married to or that you have children by has been trying to be you since forever. Trying to be you since forever. Not only that, they got a little weird same-sex side piece that also wants to be you. So you got two men that want to be a divine feminine. I think that shit is fucking hilarious. There's hella evidence that this baby dad has been hacking the fuck out of all of your devices, all up in your shit. Everything you got, this motherfucker has been through it, up and through it. There's hella evidence that this bitch is an untrustworthy skank. What the hell? So now this motherfucker sitting somewhere looking stupid. This person could be some kind of a male nurse. I was picking up on that earlier. A male nurse for years trying to poison you. An aunt who framed you for this shit back in December. So you have an aunt. This could be your aunt or this can be an aunt of this karmic twin, okay? Somebody framed you for some kind of, for something years ago, framed you for a murder. So that you saying that you poisoned somebody, or they framed you and said that you had died from poison or drug abuse years ago, this aunt. And now they're going through the backlash. Now they're going through the backlash of bewitching these people. Tell me about this. Poison years ago. What happened years ago? A lab death. Somebody could even said you died like in a lab. Or you died in the hospital from some kind of poison. What is death in the lab? From some kind of experiment. An STD. Look at this shit. Time's up. So somebody could have definitely said that you died in a lab or you died in some kind of like some kind of testing. This even feels like, you know how people, you know how they be putting out these weird ass human trials and shit? Would you like to experiment with a new drug? We'll pay you. I mean, if you make it to the end, because you might die, type shit. They could have said that you died, like that you had participated or volunteered to be a part of something, and you died. These people done killed you off in so many different ways. It's fucking oh my gosh. And then there's this fucking STD and the death. Some people said that you died from an STD. Some people said that you died from poison drugs. But I feel like this is this aunt that's been trying to poison you or poison people about you for years, trying to frame you for an STD. This can be somebody of Egyptian descent or somebody of African descent. Tell me about this aunt. Change of luck to try to bind you, but they're also under surveillance. So yeah, this aunt certainly tried to poison hella people about you. Okay, whoever's aunt this is, whether this is your aunt or aunt somebody that you know, but this person has been trying to bind you to this lie about you having this STD for mad long. I feel like this baby dad has this STD, and they've been trying to, and he got this STD from his bisexual lover or whatever bisexual shit that they be doing. Bad sexual health. It doesn't have anything to do with this person's sexual appetite. It's disgusting sexual health. It's basically what it comes down to. And they ended up catching some kind of STD. They're embarrassed that this person is bisexual. This person has a whole fucking same-sex side piece. That this person is closeted. That this person is a bitch. So the family wanted to protect their little bitch. Okay? And so what they said was, what we're going to do is blame it on your wife. And say that your wife is a whore. And say that your wife does drugs. And say that your wife is sells their ass as some kind of sex worker. And then you're going to go into courts and tell everybody how your wife is such an untrustworthy skank. And how your wife gave you some kind of STD. When in actuality, this bitch got it from their fucking bisexual lover. What the fuck, bro? This aunt named you in some shit hella years ago. These people done had these STDs for years. This is not anything new. Blackmail and stalk the fuck out of you. Somebody is being blackmailed for stalking you. It could be this aunt. Surveillance. They're being watched though. So I feel like the feds is looking into this blackmail. They're looking into like what's making people move. And they're finally finding all the blackmail, aka finding out people's skeletons in the closet. What they don't want the world to know. And they found out that this baby dad doesn't want the world to know about this same-sex lover that this person has, this side piece. This is what the baby dad did. So this is why the baby dad was a puppet and was willing to do all of this shit, stalking and binding and poisoning and all of this shit, is because this aunt knew about this secret. And she was willing to throw anybody under the bus that wasn't going to do what she wanted them to do. So she was working this baby dad because she knew his secret. False person who's envious of you. Kidnap exposed. Somebody was paid cash to kidnap you. I'm telling you. Somebody was paid cash to kidnap you. I feel like successfully it did work. Like you were kidnapped as a child. Okay. I mean, everybody's not going to relate to that part of the story. But for some of you, you were already kidnapped as a child. They already did this fake death certificate shit on you when you were very small. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was paid cash money to kidnap you. And that's what's being exposed. It could be this aunt that has been working on you for years, trying to convince people, try to poison people, poison your name, this aunt. But everybody's finding out that she's a false person, and her dirty secret is that she kidnapped you, or she participated in some kind of kidnapping. Tell me about this aunt and this nut-ass kidnapping. A love spell and a contract. She owed a fucking debt to a white man who's now drinking. This fucking aunt owed a debt. She owed somebody a debt. That's why the aunt is doing all of this. She had a debt that she needed to pay. So somebody offered her a contract to do a love spell over you. She is this dark witch. This aunt is a dark witch, dark warlock. The contract was a love spell. Take this child, bewitch this child, erase this child's memory, change this child's name, no association to me. Somebody. Why is white here? Help. A meeting. Teamwork. Foreigners and a coworker. This is what I'm saying. So there's definitely a lot. There's a lot of people here. They're foreigners though. They're foreigners. And somebody asked an American for help. A white American for help. Or vice versa. But there was some kind of meeting that was taken between all of these people and they decided to work together. But I asked about the white person. The white person needed help. So it feels like whoever this person is, they're the ones that needed this contract when you were a child. They needed the original kidnap. What the fuck, bro? That's been exposed. So they reached out. They took a meeting. Because this person approached them like, you owe me. This aunt, you owe me one. I know something about you. You see how it just keeps going up the ladder, finding out everybody's fucking secrets. We have Thursday and Smart in the house, and money, and fucking property, the job, and the R.I.C.O. So now we're at your actual family, your bloodline. This is somebody that you actually share blood with that you've never known. You are some kind of child out of wedlock. You were some kind of bastard child. You were some kind of fucking, the nigga had a side piece and his penis made a baby, okay? And I feel like somebody in this person's family, or even your father, because this feels like a masculine energy, it was too much work. It's easier to just make you go away. It's easier to make you go away because this somebody was concerned about like their career, their reputation, about looking like a false person. I don't think this is your father. This was your father's family. This could even be your father's sister, the aunt. She didn't like that shit. He told her what happened, that so-and-so's pregnant. And she took it upon herself to create this plan. This aunt called in this favor. This could be your literal blood aunt. And anyway, she's the one who called this meeting to get rid of you as a child, to set up this kidnapping to take you. She's the one. Shaman energy, news. Something made the news. Or someone knew that you were a shaman energy. Someone knew about energy. So these are the people that she sold you to, or the people who kidnapped you, our spiritual community. They know about shaman energy. That's another reason why they accepted this contract, because of your energy, because of who you are. A date in November of a secret with a stranger in Africa. What the hell? State of emergency. Somebody has a secret. There's a fight on the internet about somebody doing drugs while they're pregnant. Somebody reported you for doing drugs while you're pregnant? What the fuck is this? White collar court, dark witch or warlock. What the fuck? So there's definitely a pregnant person in this energy that's doing hella drugs while they're pregnant child. So somebody could have definitely called CPS on them, or this is what this is the lie. Or this is the lie, okay, that was told on one of your parents, probably your mother, like, oh, they like a reason to take the baby or something like that. So what this comes down to is some kind of biracial couple, okay? This feels like racism. I'm just gonna say it, even though racism is the stupidest thing you could ever, if you really think that when your day of judgment comes, that the Most High is going to say, Can everybody fill out an ethnicity form? Bitch, I need your fucking race, your age, what's your favorite football team? Bitch, how much money do you make and who's your favorite fucking rapper? You're delusional. There's only two sides. It's low vibrational and high vibrational. Nobody gives a fuck about race other than these people who give a fuck about race. But at the end of the day, this shit means nothing at the end of the day. When your books are read, it means nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like these people feel like it means something. And I feel like this was not respectable simply because you have an African and a white person here. There's no other reason. So in other words, there's a problem here that doesn't truly exist. There's somebody here who has some kind of superiority complex that feels like the color of their skin makes them more valuable to society, and it doesn't. And I feel like this man's family didn't like that shit. So this man's family got in cahoots with this cult of this coven to kidnap this baby and make this baby go away. And they got exactly what they want. They assigned a dark witch warlock to you when you were a child, boo. That's what happened with this shit. And now this family is somewhere looking stupid. Somewhere looking real dumb because this divine masculine has research into everything and they're finding everybody's secrets. I'm telling you, bro. They're finding everybody's secret down to the first meeting. Help me get rid of this baby. Help me get rid of this baby. I'm telling you. You were still included in some kind of will under your original name. There's an air here this is why I feel like this is not your parents. I don't think your parents would have done this. I think that this is their family. Your father's family. Or shit, it could have even been both. It could have been people on your father's side and people on your mother's side, but I don't think it was your actual parents, is basically what I'm saying. Your name, I'm telling you. Your name. Erase this name. Depressed about a lie. Depressed about a fucking lie that they told. The police is coming back to whoop somebody's ass. A lie that they told. What was this lie that this aunt told? Expose a secret that somebody was a cheater. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This man was already married to somebody else. This is this situation where the mother in this situation was fooling around with this husband, or whatever the case may have been. One of these motherfuckers was married. It was gonna bring some kind of shame to their name, finding out that this person was a cheater. It's just like, bitch, okay, like, you want to fucking tear somebody down to the ground because they cheated. It just seems like overkill. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get on with your fucking life. But these are the kind of people that feel like you shamed the name. Like, these people would take out their own family members if they felt like the family member wasn't living up to the name or living up to the whatever. Losers, in other words, who got nothing else better to do with their time than to care about shit that nobody gives a fuck about. Like, you're still a demon, bitch. You just dressed in real nice clothes, but you're still a fucking demon, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, this person did not want to be exposed for cheating. This could even been some kind of plan between the wife and the sister. You know what I'm saying? The wife was like, I can't believe he cheated on me, da 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 da. And she ran her mouth to her own people, and then they plotted this whole thing behind her husband's back type shit, because she didn't want her name to be exposed, or her husband to be exposed as cheating. That can't be your baby, I'm telling you. It was the fucking wife. That can't be your baby. You can't have me out here with people knowing that you're cheating on me and making babies on me, bitch. Hell no. The sun to the moon, all secrets are being exposed. There was a whole argument around, but you ain't asked for none of this shit. And they had a whole fucking plan for your little old life. As if you asked to be born into the middle of this dumb shit. But they wanted to treat you like you did something wrong your whole life. Like, they wanted to punish you just for being here. You see what I'm saying? This is people punishing you for just simply being here, existing on this planet. I'm telling you. Be still. Demon times. L. Karma. Now everybody's like, I made a mistake. Because they're taking this fucking L and they're sitting through this judgment. They're being forced to sit that dumb ass, demonic ass the fuck down somewhere. You're weird, bitch. You're weird as shit, bitch. You're weird as shit. You're gonna punish a child their whole life because of what again? What? I'm really having a hard time with that one. You're gonna punish a child all the way from childhood, teenage, all the way into adult years for being here, just for simply existing on this plane. That seems like but they got to keep up this facade. No, we one big giant happy family over here. Ain't nobody cheating over here. Ain't nobody got no other kids outside of this shit. As long as the house is nice, right, though? We in the fucking house arguing and screaming and throwing vases at each other's head. But at least it's a $20 million vase, right? I don't get these kind of people. I don't. That people who live for the applause of other people, that's such a loser life. You live for the applause for other people. You live for people to talk about how much you spent and how much you did this. And it's like these are these motherfuckers that live for that validation from their peers. These are the kind of people. I'm nothing if my peers don't think I'm something. This is this happy family, bro. Weirdos. This is this happy family. Musical connection. This could be somebody in the music industry. Music is connecting. Somebody could be like singing you songs, crying. So you have family members that's trying to call you back through music. Maybe you have a favorite song or something, or maybe y'all listen to a lot of music as a family and they're projecting songs that will make you think about their family, about your family, because they're crying over being greedy, trying to get eternal life off of you. And there's this karmic birth. Somebody pregnant in this energy with a karmic child. Child, please. Separation. High priestess. So yeah, somebody has peeped game and they have separated themselves from this family. Somebody's crying desperately over something that you know. Like, I can feel the pain of this lie. It's one of these lies, child. And they just feel so stupid, so foolish. They could have even lied and said that a baby is yours. I don't know how you do that. But they could have even lied and said that a baby was yours. Like if there was somebody who was really going solo as a showing up to the hospital, pregnant in your name, and this child was born with some kind of STD, or this child is like, or someone's going to the doctor on drugs, pregnant under your name. All of this, you know what I'm saying? Somebody is feeling real foolish. Therapy, hidden motives, spiritual strength, divine feminine. Yeah, somebody feels like they're done. Somebody feels like they don't have the strength. Somebody's very like in awe of your spiritual strength, or just like your endurance to be able to continue with this battle. They're tired. That's basically what this is. They know that your white horse is here and they're tired of fighting you. They know that they don't stand a chance. They know that this facade of them being a perfect family is fucking over. They know that all of their hidden motives has been seen, about how greedy these people were, and about the fact that this was all about money or status or some kind of persona in the public eye or some shit like that. These people are fucked, bro. Every last one of these people are fucked. Thanks to this divine masculine, child. Anyway, I'm leaving this one right here. Okay, I'm sad, child. I'm going to bed, child. Please like this video on your way out. I totally love you guys. We'll be back tomorrow for another one. Okay, bye.